What is going on, everybody? Back at it again with another YouTube video. And today, as you could tell by the shirt, Fly Eagles Fly, we're going to be talking about Eagles football. And not just any Eagles football, the rookies of Eagles football. Jalen Reagor, Jalen Hurts, Wallace, Jack Driscoll, all them guys have now signed their contracts, and I'm going to be going over a couple thoughts and opinions about my 2-month draft, whatever you want to call it. But before I do that, if you guys love Philadelphia sports, and I'm not talking about all four, I'm talking about just one or two or three, or if you are a 4-for-4 Philly fan like I am, I need you guys to smash that like button. Comment down below how you guys like the draft class that we did just draft, and subscribe to the channel and hit post notifications because we post videos every single day about all 4 Philadelphia teams: Eagles, Sixers, Flyers, and Phillies. I will be going over on this channel. There will be a video every single day, probably more than one. Once the seasons are in full form, I will be doing I'm doing 2 videos today, 2 videos on Friday. Next week, I'll have 3 videos on Saturday, most likely. The channel's about to blow up with content, with videos. So I need you guys to smash that like button and comment and subscribe to the channel so we can hit 1,000 subscribers and maybe even think about adding one more team to that 4-for-4, kind of thing, because I've had a lot of comments talking about the union. And maybe we will get into that. I don't know. But as of right now, we are talking about Eagles football and the rookies of the Eagles. Now, today, Jalen Reagor, Hurts, Driscoll, all these guys, Wallace, everybody has signed their deals. Tomorrow, rookies will be reporting to training camp, mini camp, whatever you want to call it. They will be at the NovaCare Complex tomorrow. I did see a video of Jalen Reagor arriving to Philly. I saw a video of Wallace leaving his town to come to Philadelphia. I'm excited, man. We are a day away from Eagles football, technically. And that's another thing. Even with all these sports going on, Flyers, Phillies, and Sixers, I got the Phillies game on right now, watching it, listening to it in the background. But we still have Eagles football to discuss. Any injuries, any, plays, Wallace. I'm very excited for this draft class coming in. Obviously, we had a little hiccup in the second round with Jalen Hurts that we could have easily used that pick for a guy like DeAndre Hopkins or somebody along those lines that's on a bad team that you say, hey, do you want a second-round pick? We'll throw you a couple other things. You bring us our guy. Now we got the number 1 receiver that Carson Wentz has desperately needed his entire career. But it did not work out that way. Also, another kind of mix-up was Jalen Reagor. If we're being honest here, I thought we were taking Justin Jefferson with the 21st overall pick. We did not. We did end up picking Jalen Reagor from TCU, who is a speeder. He's a speedster. He's a very good receiver. He's not had a very good list of quarterbacks throwing him the ball. So I do think for that case alone, I do think that Jalen Reagor was a lot lower rated in a draft stock than he would have been if he was getting the ball thrown to him by Joe Burrow, like Justin Jefferson, Tua Tagovailoa, like Judy and Ruggs, and Jalen Hurts, like CeeDee Lamb. But here's the thing. Like, this man went through 3 quarterbacks in 4 years, or 4 quarterbacks in 3 years. He was going through it all in college. He had and he was still balling. He was still having a very good season. It's just he did not have a consistent quarterback. When he came in as a freshman, a lot of the guys that were there were seniors. TCU has kind of jumped around from being very good at one point with Trevon Boykin to now being an mediocre kind of school. You go there, you're going to probably end up making the NFL if you are the best player on the field at the time, like Jalen Reagor was. But they are a very young squad. Jalen Reagor obviously was the older of the bunch. He came out into the NFL. The Eagles picked him 21. And now we are here with his new contract, which I'm pretty sure was like $13 million or something around those lines in the teens. He has a 5th-year option, 4 years, and I'm excited. Because during draft night, I was a little shocked. I did think we were going to draft Justin Jefferson because he looked like our guy. He looked like the guy that the Eagles were really focused in on, that were really looking to pick. And then we go ahead and pick Reagor, who by some was ranked as a top second-round talent, like a KJ Hammler, who went to Denver, I'm pretty sure, or guys like that. But the Eagles ended up picking him. Then, in the next round, we all know what happened. 53rd overall, Jalen Hurts was picked as a backup quarterback. Yes, that is for security. That is a security blanket pick. That is if Carson Wentz goes down. Now we have a guy that we can trust a little bit in Jalen Hurts rather than Nate Sudfeld. But I don't know. They're still going to have to battle it out. Don't forget that Nate Sudfeld may not be good, but he still has played some NFL type of play where Jalen Hurts is not. Now, the pick, and obviously Jadavis Brown, or I forget his name, but I'm pretty sure it's Jadavis Brown. He was obviously that 3rd-round pick. We do not talk about him as much as Jalen Reagor, Hurts, and Kavon Wallace. That really is because it's like Javion Taylor or Jadavis Brown, one of the two. I know one was a Charger and one was a draft pick in the 3rd round. But really what I wanted to kind of focus in on was Reagor and the next guy I'm about to talk about, Kavon Wallace. I love Kavon Wallace. I think he could be a very good safety in this league. The last time the Eagles drafted a safety out of Clemson, we all know who that was. Number 20 Hall of Famer Brian Weapon X Dawkins. Now, am I saying Kavon Wallace is going to be Brian Dawkins? No. Brian Dawkins is a Hall of Famer. He's a generational type talent. He laid the hit stick, the boom stick, whatever you want to call it. He did whatever he had to do to put a beating on you during NFL games. Do I think Kavon Wallace has the ability to be somewhat of a hard hitter, like an Eric Berry or an Ed Reed? Yes. Do I think he's going to be them? No. He's a 4th-round pick. Not saying that has anything to do with it. He could come out. He was a senior. Him and Isaiah Simmons were the only ones to get like 50 tackles, 5 interceptions, 5 fumble recoveries, and 5 sacks, something along those lines of something just being generational, something that's being insane. Insanely, it doesn't happen a lot. He was along the lines, and Isaiah Simmons went 10th overall in the draft. Kavon Wallace, however, went 4th round. Do I think the Eagles got a steal? Yes, I do. Do I think Kavon Wallace starts game 1? Yes, I do. Do I think Jalen Reagor is the number 1 receiver game 1? No. I think he's 2. And now I'm going to drop some stats. My bold predictions for guys like Reagor, Hurts. Actually, no, I'm not even going to get into Hurts. Reagor and Kavon Wallace. Those are the 2 guys that I am going to be making a couple bold predictions on before I end off the video. My thoughts, my prediction stats for Jalen Reagor. I'm going to go 700 to 800 yards, 6 touchdowns, and like 50, 60 receptions. I think that's good. I think he does have a lot of yards. I think he is a deep ball threat. Do I think he's Deshaun Jackson? No. Do I think Jalen Reagor is going to make a lot of post moves and post routes and corner routes and go to the sideline a lot? Yes. That is why I don't have him having more touchdowns and more yards. I do think Jalen Reagor will have a couple deep balls thrown to him, and I think he will catch it. I do not think he's a Nelson Aguilar 2.0. Do I have some issues with the pick? Maybe, but I gotta see. Do I have issues with the second round pick? Yes. Do I think we could have gotten a little bit of a better, value from that 2nd round pick? Yes. But it is what it is. We are now in July 20th, 1 day before training camp, and those are my Jalen Reagor prediction stats. Now for Kavon Wallace. I can't really give you stats on a safety that I really know nothing about, But I will say that I do think he starts week 1, if not week 2. I think he lays the boom, his first NFL hit. I think he just goes off, just goes crazy. You saw his tattoo. Tiger and an eagle. His college team, his first NFL team. And hopefully the team he stays with his entire career. And hopefully that is a very long career with a lot of good highlights and hopefully a couple Super Bowls in that mix. Now, with that being said, that is it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching and supporting the channel through these tough times. We are 4 days away from Phillies baseball for game recaps. We are very close. Just hold me out for the next 3 days and I will be putting out videos. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.